to This Day. It is Friday, and it is May 22nd. Now, before I tell you who's on the show, I have another brain teaser for you because we know how much you guys love those. So our brain teaser today is, who is bigger? Mr. Bigger, Mrs. Bigger, or their baby? Who is bigger? Mr. Bigger, Mrs. Bigger, or their baby? All right, we'll tell you all about the answer later in our program, but first let's go ahead and tell you who is on our show today. Well, of course, we have Jeff Parker here. It's Friday, and he's going to give us an update on numbers and some things that are going on in our community. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why it is so important to wear a mask. So we have some information for you regarding that, because obviously we still have to wear our masks and we still have to social distance. So we'll go ahead and talk about some of those today. All right, and then there are no meetings today, just to let you know. All right, let's go ahead and give you our resources that we normally do for you. We've got cdc.gov, where you can get all of the staying safe information regarding COVID-19. You can go to ochealthinfo.com, which is where you would get all the numbers of COVID cases and testing by city and also by the various numbers. You can go to usa.gov/coronavirus, where you can follow along with the guidelines of the governor as he reopens California. Then you could also go to our website, which is lagunawoodsvillagealerts.com, and you can email us if you have any questions, info@lagunawoodsvillage.com. Then, of course, you can always go to our recorded hotline, which is updated regularly at 268-2019. Let's take a look at our weather. It is looking gorgeous. We have a little bit of fog this morning, but that will burn off to plenty of sunshine. On Friday, we're looking at 75-59. Saturday, low clouds with some sunshine, 73-56. Sunday, again, low clouds, again, sunshine, 78-59. And then, wow, Monday, we get up into the 80s, 82-61. And then Tuesday, warmer, lots of sunshine. Let's take a look at our sunrise and sunset. Our sunrise this morning was 5:46, and our sunset will be at 7:50, so that's getting later and later. And this beautiful photo of Bird of Paradise is provided by Diane Clark. Thank you so much, Diane. Beautiful photo. Now, I'd love to see some photos of you guys maybe this weekend. Take some pictures of folks gathering, 10 or less, using your masks and social distancing for a barbecue. Please send it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we will have an update from Jeff Parker. Stay tuned.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius, so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range, so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
Today, we are marking the beginning of a new era as City of Hope opens its first location right here in Newport Beach.
We have 500 scientists and doctors who have dedicated their lives to beating cancer. So they use that intellectual capital to try to make sure every patient gets the best care possible that's known to science.
Hi, I'm Vince Ferragamo. I spent some of my best years as an NFL quarterback, but today I've got a new team, and we're helping seniors who spent their best years fighting for our country, defending our freedom, and informing the nation. Our hometown heroes need help. AgeWell Senior Services is their lifeline. Nonprofit AgeWell can do all of this because you care enough to give. Please join me in supporting AgeWell. Donate today.
welcome back. Well, as I mentioned, we have Jeff Parker here today. Hi, nice to see you.
Good morning. How are you, Lisa?
Good, good. Well, it's Friday, as I had talked about, and it's a 3-day weekend, so definitely going to be some people getting together. So we'll talk a little bit about social distancing later. But why don't you start off and giving us an update of what's going on around us?
All right. Well, with regards to some of the COVID-19 numbers, we're at 4,841 for the county total cumulative numbers for people that have tested positive. In the last day, 115, so it actually went down. It was in the 200s and down to 115, which is a good sign because our testing in Orange County has gone up. And now they're averaging over 1,300 tests a day. So the fact that 115 is our number of positive tests, that's a very small percentage of those being tested, which is a good thing. On the negative side, the last 2 days have seen the largest increase in deaths, unfortunately, in Orange County, primarily due to the fact that they had an outbreak at some of the nursing homes. And so a high number of the cases that I'm referring to there in the 2 days of deaths have referred to the nursing home incidents that they've had. But the importance to that is, again, our community is a high-risk community. So when you get into a nursing home or assisted living and it gets in there, it can be very problematic. So the good news, we're still at 8 in Laguna Woods, and which is amazing, and much appreciated, obviously, for all the hard work that people are doing and staying at home and social distancing. Hospitalizations, unfortunately, 2 of the last 3 days have been the highest for Orange County since the COVID-19 reporting. So again, this is maybe a result of how we indicated we had higher numbers as positive a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, these people that have gotten sick, real sick from that, had to go to the hospital. Those numbers have gone up. So we're hoping, obviously, with all the treatments and everything, that we see a reduction in that hospitalization, because that's a concern that they always had, was we don't want the system to get overtaxed. And I think the system still has a lot of capacity in Orange County, so that's the good news. But it is kind of daunting when they see those numbers going up for hospitalizations and ICUs. So they'll keep watching that, and we'll keep giving you that kind of information. But again, back to the Laguna Woods, the village and the community as a whole, to stay at 8, for those numbers to be so low in its reporting, just congratulations to people, and want to keep you safe and healthy. And so we are still now going in our next phase with regards to what are we going to open up here and what kind of activities. And I'm pleased to announce that come next week, we're going to see pickleball and paddle tennis reopening. Again, on a conservative manner, or a reservation manner. And so we're finalizing those details today, get that out. And so we'll probably start taking reservations on Tuesday and Wednesday, and may be able to open up as early as Wednesday, but Wednesday or Thursday.
That's great. I mean, I know that pickleball folks are really excited. Do you happen to know, for the pickleball situation, would it be a singles?
Yes, it will be same setup as tennis. It will be singles for now. And then as we graduate into the program, we're going to be looking at doubles eventually. Okay, great, great.
Actually, I wanted to go back to some of the numbers that you were talking about. There was something you and I were talking about beforehand where you said there is more testing being done, but then you mentioned that there was a low number of positive cases. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, so what we saw was a spike in cases, the positive cases, for a while, and it got up into 200, 250 people that were testing positive. And what was concerning was what they were saying, it was the number of tests that were being done was fairly low. So the percentage of positives to testing was pretty high. What we've seen lately is that they're averaging about 1,300 to 1,400 tests on a daily basis. And when you only have 115 showing as positive cases, well, that's 10% or less. That is a very positive trend that everybody in Orange County is going to want to see. And the governors want to see. So that if we're talking about reopening the community again, showing a decrease in positive activity, showing a slowing down of the hospitalization, which hasn't happened yet, but I think it will follow. Those are critical to getting into the deep elements of phase 2 under the governor's plan, where you could actually go dine in a restaurant versus just takeout. Some businesses could open for walk-in traffic.
Right.
That's what really people are looking forward to, getting that activity. And for the village, that means we can move forward with more of our outside activities.
Yeah.
But we're still obviously being very conservative and want to control that environment, because it still comes back to the safety, health and safety of our residents here, and making sure that we're not out in front of everybody getting more people sick.
Well, exactly. And one thing I did want to point out is that that number of 8 has been consecutive for almost 36 days.
Yeah,
so it's been very, very steady for a long time, and that's really important. So it's great that you guys are doing what you're doing. And then you mentioned the governor, and he's going to be looking at lots of different things. But what I think we're hopeful for is that he looks at individual cities as to where the numbers are rising. I mean, you can look on the website at ochealthinfo.com and click on the coronavirus COVID-19 stuff. And as you can hear, we're showing you right now is that by city, they tell you exactly how many cases there are. They don't necessarily tell you deaths and things like that. But I'm assuming that where the highest number of cases are is possibly the higher number of deaths. Would that be a fair
I think that's probably
assumption?
a fair statement. And I think that if you look at those numbers, that the residents do take a look at that, you also see that the higher population, higher density communities have a higher number of cases.
Right.
That's consistent with what's being seen all across the United States.
Right.
You know, the LAs, the New Yorks, the higher population, higher density communities. Because, again, that inability to distance was the big struggle at the beginning.
Right.
And so those kind of stats kind of confirm that. Anaheim, Santa Ana,
Yes.
Your bigger cities are where your higher cases are.
Exactly, exactly. And another thing is that we have had several conversations with hospitals and doctors and folks around our community. And, you know, you are also in contact with them. And we recently spoke with the ER director, medical director of Saddleback Hospital, and they're ready to bring on other cases. They're not, you know, they're open for business, if you will. They want to bring people in, and they don't want you to be afraid to come in if you're having a heart attack or if you're having a stroke. So are you hearing the same thing?
Yeah, especially in contact with our local hospitals, because I think the numbers in South Orange County are reflective of our less dense population. So the hospitals around here are doing pretty well from our understanding. But you're right about the whole point is people probably got hesitant about going into the hospital, needing that care. And now that the hospitals, and we're trying to get that communication out too, don't be afraid to go use the services if you need them.
Right.
Don't stay at home because of that. Right. They're there for you. They have the setup for you. They can isolate it. And so it's great to have them back operating at full potential.
Well, exactly. And you don't want to put off things like you said. I mean, if you're having emergencies, the ambulance will come and get you. You know, dial 911 because they will come. They are prepared. They have all the PPEs and they're all prepared. So I don't think people need to worry as much as before, but honestly, don't neglect your health.
Exactly. And I think some optional surgeries and optional activities are now starting to come back if they're at a hospital.
Yes.
So that's something to look into if you had something planned. You know, re-engage with your doctor, see if that can be rescheduled, because those opportunities are coming back along the line.
Yeah, great, great. Anything else?
Well, I just wanted to, again, mention about pickleball and paddle tennis. That's really nice to get that going. Tennis is got fully operational. Golf is really going well, as we talked about. So that's really well. It's going to warm up. So I want to make sure that after the Memorial Day weekend, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to see some really warm temperatures out there. So when you're engaging out there, make sure you have your water, make sure you take your time, because people haven't been out there as much, and now they're going back and re-engaging. When it's that warm and doing it, just be safe and make sure you hydrate and do that. The other thing I wanted to mention is Monday is Memorial Day, and I just wanted to wish everybody in the community a great Memorial Day, and be safe out there, and please practice your social distance. We've had some calls with regards to the creek area where people love to walk and congregate and sit and enjoy that beautiful outdoor activity, but we need to make sure that people are doing it in a safe manner for the community, which is practice that social distancing.
I like what they did in, I think it was in New York or one of the areas.
The circles.
The circles that were in the park. That's a great idea. So when you're out there, just imagine this big circle around you, and that will hopefully, keep people away.
It is a good idea, and I think more and more recreation parks departments throughout the country are looking at if they have like concerts in the park or anything like that they could do something like that and facilitate the distancing. And it makes it real easy to know where to sit, right?
So who's going to fight over the circles? It's like, that's my circle. All right, well, you have a great weekend and happy Memorial Day.
Thank you.
All right.
You too.
And we'll be right back, and we're going to discuss why we wear a mask out there. So stay tuned.
As Orange County's highest-ranked hospital, Hoag is the place to turn to for timely information, reassurance, and care in these uncertain times. Our dedicated physicians, nurses, and staff stand ready to safely deliver world-class care, just as we have for nearly 70 years. This is what we do. We are here for you, and we will overcome this together. To access Hoag for all of your healthcare needs, visit hoag.org/trust.
On behalf of the 16 doctors and over 100 staff members of Harvard Eye Associates and Alicia Surgery Center, and following the direction of the California Governor and the Orange County Health Authority, I'm really pleased to tell you that we're back and open to take care of patients. Our office is taking great care to protect you and your loved ones from COVID-19, and this video will help you to understand what to expect when you come to see us. First, you may receive a communication from your doctor before your visit. Please review that information carefully and follow the instructions it contains. It's for your safety. When you come in for a visit, please arrive no earlier than 10 minutes before your scheduled appointment time. Everyone who enters one of our offices will have their temperature checked and answer questions about their health history. We're doing this for our own staff members and doctors as well. Everyone must also bring a mask. A homemade cloth face covering or scarf will work fine. And we'll wear masks and gloves as well. Please bring your mobile phone as a way to communicate on site if needed. We love seeing your family members, but it's not safe right now to have extra people in the office. Please come alone unless you need a single family member to provide physical or communication assistance. We've reduced the number of patients we're seeing, and we've spread out the chairs in our lobbies to allow social distancing. You'll find hand sanitizer readily available, and we'll be using it and washing our hands quite frequently. Public areas will be cleaned and sanitized several times throughout the day, and exam rooms before and after every single patient. Please realize there's risk in coming to any medical facility right now, but there's also risk in staying home when you need your eyes taken care of. We're giving you our best effort to minimize your risks in our office, so we really appreciate your cooperating. The world is changing a lot right now, but our practice has been here in Orange County since 1974. Every one of us considers it a true privilege to take care of our patients, whom we think of not just as our neighbors and friends, but as our extended family. Nothing is more important to you than your vision, and nothing is more important to us than honoring your trust by treating you as we would our loved ones. Thank you sincerely for giving us that trust. We can't wait to see you again.
Communities are starting to feel the financial impact of COVID-19, but we want you to know that there is help. We have disability insurance for workers exposed to or ill with COVID-19, paid family leave for those caring for an ill or quarantined family member, and unemployment insurance for reduced hours or lost work. We're all in this together. For information on how to stay healthy and resources for you and your family, visit covid19.ca.gov.
As we've mentioned many times on our program, and you see we even have our own masks, and we are required to wear these masks, except I If I wore it now, you wouldn't be able to hear me. So we are going to go ahead and just kind of go over why it's important to wear a mask. So there's evidence out there that consistently wearing a mask in public was associated with a 70% reduction in the risk of catching SARS. And SARS, like COVID-19, is a respiratory illness caused by the same family of viruses called coronavirus. And in fact, places with widespread mask usage, or you can call them a facial covering, is seeing greater success in preventing major outbreaks or reining them in. Now, the way it works is masks reduce the spread of infections or disease by catching microbes expelled by the wearer and protecting the wearer from microbes in the environment. Now, I know there was some controversy at the very beginning of all of this, but I think what they were trying to do is just to let you know that they didn't want you to buy the N95 masks, instead get a different kind of mask that would do somewhat of the same thing. Now, why you should wear one? When we cough, sneeze, talk, or simply breathe, we emit a plume of air and droplets, which are largely composed of saliva, mucus, salts, and if we are infected, potentially dangerous microbes. The smallest of these droplets may hover or drift through the air for hours, exposing anyone who enters that particular airspace. So in conclusion, we want to make sure that we are protecting ourselves and protecting others, including your loved ones. Now, I know they're not advising you to pretty much wear a mask within your home, but when you go out and you're going to maybe take a walk and you're going to be around other people, or especially when you're going to the grocery store, I mean, I know that's when I want to wear my mask because you just don't know who's next to you, and sometimes they just don't respect that 6-foot space. So there you go. Wear your mask, wear your facial covering, and if it's more fun, it's more fun to wear. So if you get one of these, it's very, very good for you. So, all right, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
COVID-19 is a serious respiratory disease. There are simple steps we can all take to stay healthy and protect our community. Wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and warm water. Clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces daily. Cover coughs and sneezes with a tissue or elbow and avoid touching your face. If you do have symptoms like cough and fever, stay at home and call your doctor. When we all do our part, we can keep California healthy. For more information, visit covid19.ca.gov.
Now there's a new way to buy a new Lexus. It's called Car Dash, only available at SouthCountyLexus.com. It's amazingly simple. Visit SouthCountyLexus.com, select and reserve your new or pre-owned vehicle that comes with a 5-day love it or leave it guarantee. Apply for credit, calculate your payment, and even appraise your trade-in. You can even have the vehicle delivered, all online, saving you valuable time. Push a button, get a Lexus. At South County Lexus, different is amazing.
All right, I have the answer to the question, our brain teaser. So, who is bigger, Mr. Bigger, Mrs. Bigger, or their baby? Did you guess the baby? Because he is a little bigger. Oh boy, sometimes these just crack me up. So there you go. All right, we'll move on to the Great Plates program. So we talked about this last week, but I wanted to give you an update. So on April 24th, the governor announced that this is the launch of our first in the nation Great Plates delivery program. It helps seniors and other adults at high risk from COVID-19 to stay home and stay healthy by delivering nutritious meals every day. But they provide essential economic stimulus to the local businesses that are struggling, and it also it allows you to be able to receive the meals, like I mentioned, every day. And there are 3 ways to register. You can register at the website covid19.ca.gov. You could go to our website, lagunawoodsvillage.com, or our other website, lagunawoodsvillagealerts.com, or you can call our social services at 949-597-4666. 4267. Well, we've got some concerts for you today. We have classical and folk. So today our classical one is called Silk Road Home Sessions, Hankus Netsky, and that'll be at 2 o'clock today. And that is on Facebook, and that will be Silk Road. And then we've got folk, which will be David Wax Museum at 11 a.m. And that'll be through Facebook, and you can just type in David Wax Museum. I wanted to remind you about a Memorial Day concert. That'll be on Monday from 10 to noon. And that is a replay from 2018 Memorial Day concert that we had. And you can see the choir boys there with their red jackets singing up a storm. So that'll be super fun for you. That again will be from 10 to 12. Now let me tell you about our movie today. Our movie is going to be Mary Queen of Scots, and that'll be at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 7 p.m. without subtitles. And that is brought to you by Memorial Care. And then one other one I want to tell you about is tomorrow we have a movie, and that'll be at 3 and 6 p.m. And then, of course, tomorrow we'll tell you a little bit more about that. That's called The Best of Enemies. And that, again, as I mentioned, will be at 3 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without subtitles. Let's take a quick look at our weather as we say goodbye. And we will see you again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Or you can recap our show at 12:30 or 5 o'clock. Have a great weekend.
As a mother, I know how hard it is to see our children's lives impacted by COVID-19 or coronavirus. So I want you to know that our state is allocating unprecedented resources and services to meet this challenge. I want you to know that we are here for you. But I also have an ask for you. Please stay home to keep others and yourself healthy. Your actions can help save lives. And together, we will get through this.
Hello, my name is YRIZARRY. I'm the president and CEO of Align Wealth Advisors here in Laguna Hills, California. For over 30 years, I've helped my clients through thick and thin times. Of course, these are times where people need help most, and we're available. If you're interested, give us a call. My number is 949-715-8585, and I wish you and yours good health.
May know age well for delivering life-saving Meals on Wheels to homebound seniors. But did you know they keep seniors active and engaged at 10 modern centers? Serve nutritious congregate meals amid friendly surroundings. Transport seniors safely to and from appointments. And provide much-needed equipment and other essential services. Now this vital nonprofit organization needs your support to sustain its mission. This is Age Well Senior Services. Won't you make it yours?
Are you or someone you know facing financial challenges from unexpected emergency expenses? The Foundation of Laguna Woods Village can provide the temporary help you need. Meals on Wheels, adult day services, dental services, medical alert services, and ambulance contracts. Contact the Village Social Services at 949-597-4267 to see if you qualify. Neighbors helping neighbors. The mission of the Foundation of Laguna Woods Village.